said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Missouri's offense is on the field for the first time today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might be changing the route. They'll toss it to the left. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the 1st down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much right.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Missouri! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Satania. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy.
Wide open spaces. All out of space. He's at the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. We've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
The corners are walked up tight. Slings it downfield. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Quarterback gets the first down and more. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for space, it's Hardy. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the 1st quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Line getting set on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Mateer. They're working that left side. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get outside. Hard running there. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They'll run for it. There he goes. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to to the house. Touchdown, Missouri!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, my, they picked it!
Touchdown, Oklahoma!
That's got to be the pick.
They did on that possession. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. San Diego State is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Snapdragon Stadium today. They're trailing by just 4 to San Jose State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Dropping back, it's Mateer. He'll throw it. Wide open downfield. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Sategna.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As the defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Burks. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The screen, he can go. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
He's in open space downfield. There he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds his tight end.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. It'll be a first down, spotted at the can still stop the clock.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Wants to throw on first down. Into the end zone.
Too late.
Picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover.
Too late. I had him.
Give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Motion from the back. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a chance. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Power football with a run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Kent. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. It's caught. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Horn. Catch in the middle. It's Terry. Oh, he's got some space. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion on the out route. At the 35, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller...
It's a seam wide open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Tiger! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time racing requires a little bit of skill to find that hole, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wheeler. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. He's got him in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, going up top. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Missouri. Okay, ready?
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Try to get it to the edge. Spins away from the defense. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back, he's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another 1st down. Here's the handoff. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picks up the 1st down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the outside to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Missouri wants to go fast. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Inside the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback keeper. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. To the air, it's Hawkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Wheeler. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any.
Got enough space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They're going to ride this running back.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to beat him to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Paul.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after